In multi-user mode, somebody else from a different computer can access your company file located on this computer at the same time. Your company file first needs to be closed and then reopened in multi-user mode. There's two prerequisites. The first one is that each user needs to have an account set up in this QuickBooks company file, and I'm going to show you how to do that in the next video. The second prerequisite is that each user also has to have purchased a user license. But first, let's reopen our company file in multi-user mode. Select File from the top menu and choose Switch to multi-user mode. You first need to choose how this is going to be set up. If this file is going to be accessed by other people across a network, click Yes. Otherwise, click No. If this is the first time you're doing this, you'll also need to click Continue to give administrative permission through the Windows operating system. I'll click Yes to allow the app to make changes, and then I can click OK to let the QuickBooks database server scan my computer for files. You're going to get prompted to set up additional users because remember, every user has to have an account. Because I'm going to be showing you how to do that, for now, I'm going to click No. I can expand my home screen, collapse the side pane, and continue to work as normal. But any user coming in from a different computer will be able to access this file simultaneously while I'm working on it. QuickBooks Pro 2020 currently allows up to 5 users to work on a company file. However, only 3 of those users can access it at the same time, provided that you purchase separate user licenses for each of those users. QuickBooks can tell you when you're running in multi-user mode. You can tell by looking at the very top of your screen, next to the title of your company. The only thing that you still need to remember is that if you're not going to be actively working on a file, you still need to leave your computer on. But you don't have to leave QuickBooks open. You just have to make sure your computer is running. It's going to be running simultaneously in the background in multi-user mode. You can stop running multi-user mode at any time by clicking File from the top menu and choosing Switch to single user mode. Your users need to know how to find this company file on the computer. So any user that accesses it is going to need to browse to it from their version of QuickBooks. Remember in an earlier chapter when we opened up a company file? They need to know where this actual company file is located on your computer. QuickBooks recommends putting it in the public folder, in the public documents subfolder. This is also assuming that you correctly set up file and folder sharing on your computer and given all of your users the appropriate permissions to be able to access your computer on the network. When you installed QuickBooks, Intuit made a folder there already in that public document subfolder, and you can put your company file there. I'll open up Windows Explorer, and I'll navigate through the C drive. From here, I'll click Users, then Public Folder, and here in the Public Documents folder, there's already a folder called Intuit. This was created when I installed QuickBooks. I can keep going until I finally reach the Company Files folder. If I go in there, here is my Two Trees Olive Oil company file. You can give your users the path at the top of this to open up that file. Because it's a public folder, any user who's logged onto your local area network at your office can easily browse to this without worrying about firewall settings. They do need to be able to get to this folder easily, and putting it in the public folder makes it that easy. Just remember that the number one step if you have to troubleshoot why people can't connect to you is to go back into QuickBooks and make sure that you are indeed running in multi-user mode. Secondly, let's make sure that we have user accounts for each user. We'll do that next.